appeal for clemency.
Why not?
Because my father is not guilty. A man who is not guilty should not appeal for something he has not done. Why should he go crawling up to a man who he appointed and appeal for something he has not done? He's an honorable man. He was not going to do that.
But you're saying, in fact, that you're prepared to see him hang.
Well, it is my father's wish not to appeal. My father would rather hang than appeal for something he has not done. He has served the people, and if that's what's the reward for serving the people, then that's the reward he's going to accept.
What do you think the chances are of a reprieve?
Well, I hope with all the international pressure that we're going to try to put on them, and all the countries that are putting pressure on the government of General Zia, that General Zia will realize how important it is for reprieval.
If your father does hang, what do you think this will mean in Pakistan?
Civil war, a very bloody civil war. It's going to be, people are going to go out on the streets, they're going to demonstrate, the military is going to try to suppress it, they're most probably going to use bullets, and we're going to use bullets right back at them. It's going to be very bloody. And it's the youth, all the young people of Pakistan, the students, the peasants, they won't need any mobilization. It's going to be spontaneous, and they're going to revolt because their leader who is going to be hung, it is their father who's going to be hung. He was always a hope for the people of Pakistan, and when the hope is being hung, the people go out.
Nobody is above the law according to my conviction. whether it is Mr. A, Mr. B, or General Ziaul Haq himself. And justice must be done. It's unfortunate that the person who is involved in this case, who has been convicted, the former Prime Minister, happened to be a politician. He happened to be the former Prime Minister of Pakistan. He happened to be the chairman of the People's Party. But that does not make him or anybody else above the law.
Do you think that the very fact that you have a military government at the moment in Pakistan would influence the courts, must influence them?
We can't. As I said before you, that although this is supposed to be a military government, but we have not abrogated the Constitution. The Constitution is still in, technically speaking, held in abeyance, but we are following it to assume that just because there happened to be a martial law, the military government can or will influence the court is totally wrong. They are independent, and we respect their freedom. And I have always said that the judiciary must be independent of the executive, and they must do what the justice demands.
Have you discussed the case with, say, the Supreme Justice? Or?
No, sir. It's up to the judges to decide the court. I've read the verdict, yes.
But you've not in any way advised, counseled, discussed?
It's not done. If it can be done in England, well, I don't know. It's certainly not done here.
Are you still holding to your idea of having free elections eventually?
Sandy, we are committed. We are totally committed to revive the democratic procedures in this country. And the first basic step is the elections. And it is my effort, my government's effort, my colleagues' efforts, and except for an odd party, totally we are all endeavoring to create an atmosphere where we could hold free and fair elections. Because the democratic process must have its evolution.
Would it be a long way away?
Oh, no. We don't intend to stay for